EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing his lance on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Watson's throw into the hands of Henry here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
14 yards. And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
36. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give to Elliott. And he's got room. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it, because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. A first down carry by Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Aaron Sipos on to punt as he'll get this one away now.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They hand this off to Harris. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Watson's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
13 yards on the play. And the Patriots first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 3, Patriots nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
Gets through and now an opening. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
36 to Mike. Yeah, that's not new. Mike 36. Mike 36. Mike 24. They're running it.
Watson looks to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Henry. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Cowboys 3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. They find some open field here. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And now they'll throw with Lance.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
To throw, it's Lance.
Flushed out right. A dump off to Elliott. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Elliott.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
The score, Cowboys 10, Patriots 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, running left is Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
13 yards on the play. That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
36 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, 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 hey.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Flush to his right. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What is that? 36. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now Watson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10.
To the air yet again, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. This is Smith with a grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 got.
Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots have retaken the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now a dump off here complete, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Stay on attack to see how they attack him here. Rolling to his right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Working from the gun, Lance. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Here's Lance to throw it. And And that is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Watson. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make this a second down. Watson off play action. And right side, Henry's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Again, it's Watson. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Touchdown! It's complete. Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Slide for the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On first down, it's Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Lance. So left side, it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Lance. Flush to his right. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lance on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play action, now it's Lance.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. The big fella. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time an interception return for another score.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Lance now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Lance going to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance eluding the pressure right. And this one complete to Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Again, it's Lance.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now. Watson. Smith catches left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2nd and 16. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Flushed out right. He's going to look downfield for Henry.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but
shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Now Lance again.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. He completes it to Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Patriots, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.